What's up, guys? It's Flash back with some more charts. Another video. Today's Wednesday, July 31, 4:18 p.m. Eastern. Markets have closed. It's officially the end of July. It's officially August as far as the markets are concerned. July is behind us. As we know from my previous uranium videos, that is the time where this cycle starts to go to the upside for the next 150 days or so, if that cycle holds up. But I'm going to go through the majority of the tickers today. Drop me a like or drop me a comment if you have a particular ticker that you want me to look at. This video is all going to be about uranium. But again, we're here on the monthly time frame. July's behind us. Look where we closed, a nice kind of doji type looking candle above that monthly defined support that we wanted to hold. So that looks really, really good. Now I'm going to jump into the 2-day time frame. And you can see I got some new trend lines on the board for us. And I'm also going to add in that sign line, that timing cycle line that I keep talking about. And I'm going to put this on the line chart. And just again, as a reminder to everyone, this time cycle really tracks price really nicely. Up and down, up and down. The rhythm, the heartbeat of the market. Even into here, even into here. And we're right just at about the bottom here. And we're starting to get that bullish price action, which we've been calling for what seemed like forever. But this is a great start. This is right at the bottom of the time cycle. We're turning up kind of as we need to. You can make an argument that this is a bull flag of some sort. We were in this upward sloping channel. We fell out of that channel and now we're in a down sloping one. But it could be a bull flag. It's just further consolidation, further signs of consolidation. We're building that energy for the months and quarters and years to come. But this looks really, really good. I'm happy that we're finally getting that bullish price action. The S&P, the NASDAQ, they were up a lot today based on what the Fed was saying, blah, blah, blah. That's a lot of noise, but essentially we're looking really good. So let's just look at, I always like to look at gold. We'll put gold on the 3-day. Gold's looking super strong, which is good for this investment. If we look at gold measured in the S&P 500, we got to zoom out for this one. But this is still trying to turn that corner, right? It's still trying to outperform the general equities market. If it can, I think that will attract capital into the commodity complex. So gold, silver, uranium, oil, and those types of equities, right? So that looks good. U.UN got some bullish price action today. Again, we're in this what I would call a bull flag as well. And we have some sort of ABC correction here, A, B, C. We completed that, it looks like, and we're now back above that A. So I would say this looks really good to continue higher. Sure, it could make one more low, but I think this generally looks pretty good. Similar thing with the price of uranium itself. You got this big ABC correction, and then this kind of did make a lower low here. ABC on top of an ABC, right? But there's a clear resistance line that we want to get above, and I think we're going to try to do that in the coming days. And then the metal measured in gold, still to the downside. We want to see this start turning up. We want uranium to outperform gold, but with how strong gold looks, we may be, again, finding this support, going sideways, chopping sideways for a bit, and then ultimately we want to clear this little horizontal resistance line, kind of forming a mini base to go up higher. And then we have URA measured in U.UN, proxy for the metal. We dropped out of this triangle. Let's see if we can maybe turn this into some sort of bull flag. I imagine we probably could. And I'll just go like this. So there's some sort of structure there. Another ABC, but perhaps this still needs some time to play out, it looks like. URA measured in gold. Again, some green candles here where we want to see them, right on support. Kind of scared us there for a second, but we still have a lot of work to do, don't get me wrong, but I think we just want to get back above that A and keep going higher. URA measured in the S&P 500, kind of in this sideways range, a little bit of chop. You could maybe put another bull flag on this to some degree. I think that could probably work. So that could be bullish. URA measured in the NASDAQ. Similar story here. Doesn't line up perfectly, but looks pretty, I think. We'll keep that on there for now. And then URA measured in technology. Again, we want to kind of see a higher low here. We want to be above this low and above this low. So it looks like that's what it's trying to do. Okay, now over to CCJ. I want to zoom out on CCJ and just show you guys how bullish this thing is. Like, this is a really good looking chart where we got to stay within this channel and a channel within the channel. So I think, you know, if we start turning up here, it's exactly what the time cycle is preaching. And again, we want to see this start turning around, and it looks like it's beginning to do so. So CCJ looks really good. It's the leader in the uranium space. I think it's a really good investment for the long term, not financial advice. Over to Paladin. And again, guys, now we're on the 2-day time frame on the line chart. So again, similar to URA, we fell out of this channel, but now you could make an argument that there is a bullish wedge formation. You know, we did this correction, bottom of the time cycle. We should start seeing some bullish price action out of Paladin. Same thing with Bannerman. Not as well defined, but you know, you do generally have this trend that, you know, I think we could be breaching right now. So that looks really good. Long correction, I know, pretty painful. If we zoom out a little bit, you can kind of see we could be in this channel. And then there's another one kind of within the channel. So I'm starting to do these channels. I think they're really, really cool. They tend to match up with price quite well. But yeah, Bannerman looks good. All right, back to the 2-day. We're going to go deep yellow. Again, I could probably have another channel on here. You know, channels all around. Maybe we can go like that. Fell out of it, correcting, building energy for the next leg higher. Encore. Consolidation sideways. Looks like a head and shoulders, but I think this has really done this before. I've seen on X, like, there's a bit of a rounded top here, which I would agree with. But I think if we can continue going sideways, we can pop out of that dome, pop out of that resistance line, and I think that could be powerful for price action. Over to FSY, big pullback here, but we're staying within this channel so far. This one I'm talking about. So just needs more time. You know, could get a discount on FSY right now if you want to be bold. Not financial advice again, but you never know. Denison Mines, let's stay on the 2-day if we can. Denison Mines has remained pretty bullish. Slight pullback, ABC. I think we can break this resistance line in the near future. Same thing with UEC. Standard bull flag within this bigger channel. Big overhead resistance, and then, you know, sky's the limit for UEC. CGN Mining. This one we may need to zoom in a little bit onto the daily. You know, I think we're trying to hold this channel. Maybe we can clean this up a little bit. Yeah, it's right on there. So we want to see this start turning up to stay in this channel, which I think would be really powerful. You know, if you're in right now, you could see 114% return in about 117 days. But this is a long-term play, right? So we zoom out, we're on the weekly, riding up this arc. Looks really, really good. A lot of clear skies ahead. And then last but not least, in the A players is Silex. And this is just kind of going through, if we zoom way out on Silex, you can see we're into some resistance, some inclining resistance. So we want to clear that, stay within this channel, and continue our march up. Another one I've been keeping my eye on is SMR. This thing is just so explosive, it looks like. You know, from the lows here to now, it's gone up 224%. We really want to hold on to this channel. What I will say on SMR is if we pull up momentum, this is the weekly defined momentum. We do have a breakdown, so we should expect a sideways or down move or consolidation. So I would say there's a yellow light right now on SMR, but still this thing could rocket in the near future. And I'm certainly keeping my eye on it. If we drop into the 4-hour, you know, we kind of lost the channel. Now we're back in. We really want to hold on to it. So I hopefully the time cycle can help with that, right? Over to Lotus. Lotus has seen an ugly, ugly pullback, and we lost this trend line. You know, it's not looking great right now for Lotus, but you know, there's bigger forces at play. We just got to give this some time to play out, and you know, we'll see what happens with Lotus. Boss Energy. Again, if we zoom out on Boss, this is just looks like we're just going up and to the right. It's taking its time, right? So we can throw a channel on this like that. That looks really good right there. That's so bullish to me. You know, big sharp pullback from 615 down to 370, but I mean, it's just a blip on the radar in the grand scheme of things. ISO, still consolidating, big bull pennant, it looks like. Similar story with AGE, big bull pennant, needs time to figure itself out, figure out its life, what it wants to do. Next gen, man, the weekly is just really good. It's so clear on the weekly. If we zoom in on the 2-day, you know, there's some declining trend line we could shoot above in the near future. That would be bullish. All looks good, all looks healthy with next gen, just a big pullback. Yellow cake, I could probably, I mean, I had these trend lines based on the wicks, but it might make sense to put this on the line, see what happens there. Yeah, so I mean, we fell out of the bull flag, big pullback, needs more time to figure it out. I would wait on this one. ASPI, found another little support line, a little channel within ASPI. I think, you know, with this time cycle peaking up, this thing could run and make new highs. You know, potentially 162% gain in two or 3 months. All right, let's keep going through here. LEU Centris on the weekly. This is kind of how I had it, like this. It looks really good. It's just really taking its time going sideways. Elevate. It's in a bull flag formation similar to AGE or ISO. Needs some more time. Sky Harbor. Big consolidation, big bull pennant, and a clear resistance line. Looking to be a good buy candidate right now. Like Sky Harbor a lot. Laramide, big pullback, double test of this resistance. You know, there's a line in the sand that we want to get above, and we want to get through this resistance right here on the monthly time frame. This looks super good. Could be a 100-bagger. Similar story with Mega. You know, I'll go into the 2-day with Mega. Bullish wedge after bullish wedge. This can also be a really good candidate. You know, I'm going to star all these. Maybe make them green just for this video. And then Energy Fuels. Working our way through here. Can take this off. Again, we'll star Energy Fuels too. So these kind of like middle of the packers, I think, could be primed and ready to go. Looks really, really good. I don't know what this line is doing. I think I was wrong. Canalaska. We'll go to the 2-day on Canalaska. This one is showing so much strength, and it's about to bust through two resistances, and again, blue skies after that. Similar story with Western Uranium, like really, really looking good. Uroy. Uroy. Big bull flag. Incredible bull flag. A little bit of a bull here. Consolidation. Trend line that we want to get above. This is the time, I think, to start looking, boys. I'll give Uroy a green star too. F3 Uranium. Also remaining super strong. Kind of an ascending triangle look and feel. Clear resistance line we want to get above. Looks really good. I'll even add that one. Man, we like the middle of the pack today. Nano Nuclear Energy. This one does not have a ton of data. But when I discovered it, it looked really good. And now it's kind of losing a trend. You know, I think we're going to have to wait and see on this one. You know, I could probably throw this type of resistance line there. Yeah, it's just in this kind of channel almost. So, I mean, when this pops through, don't be surprised if it runs really quickly. Cap, business as usual. Sideways consolidation, the longer the base, the higher in space. FCU looks just like F3. Man, that looks good. That looks really good, boys. And then GLO, man, having a tough time here. But this could be a double bottom, so we got to wait and see on that. But man, FCU looks great. Whew. July is past us, boys. We're on to August. We're on to a positive time cycle. Drop me a like if you guys found this helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.